Hey everyone, today's video is gonna be kind of a deep one. I have a lot of insecurities. I've struggled for years with my own body image and my face. Even as a kid, I would use my mom's concealer because of my dark circles, because I've always had them. I was always very insecure about them. Yeah, I've had insecurities for a very long time, and I'm sick of it. If you just heard that, my cat just jumped on the desk. Hi, Starchy. And so in today's video, I want to highlight everything on my face that I'm insecure about. I'm going to be using glitter and rhinestones and placing them directly on and bringing attention to all of my insecurities. Everything that I hate about my face that I pick apart, I'm going to highlight for the world to see. That's what we're doing today. I'm challenging everyone. Highlight your insecurities. Let's get into the video. I wish you guys could see my cat right now because he is directly in my way, and it's great. I love it. He's looking at himself in the mirror. You know, he doesn't have any insecurities, and he should not. He's stunning, bitch. Okay, so let's just get into it. Let's talk insecurities. Today I'm gonna be using rhinestones from Hobby Lobby. It was $14 for this whole thing. To attach the rhinestones, I'm gonna be using Duo adhesive. It's lash glue. Clear. I would recommend clear. And for the glitter that I'm using today, I'm going to be using my favorite glitter gels. You don't need any glitter glue for them. You just like stick them on your face and you're good to go. This is Model Zone. It's this beautiful, 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 like an iridescent purple glitter. It's really beautiful. And the other one I'm using is Tarte Moonwalk. I briefly discussed one of my insecurities, and that's my dark circles. I've been insecure in my dark circles for like forever. I've had dark circles since I was young, like really, really young. It's just genetic. I just have thin skin under there. It's my eye socket shape. So, I mean, not much I can really do about that. I still hate it. Like, I want under eye filler for sure. By the way, I have nothing wrong with anyone who gets any cosmetic procedures done, any surgeries. Go for it. I don't care. As long as you're happy, and if it's gonna make you feel better about yourself and more confident in yourself, I think you should do it. As long as you do your research and you find the right doctor and you really think long and hard about it, I think it's just up to the person, and I'm not going to judge anyone for that. Like I said, I mean, I do want under eye filler. I want a nose job, liposuction, I want lip filler, eyebrow lift. I have hooded eyes. I hate the extra skin in my eyelids. I would love to get that removed. There's a long list, and I'm not even discussing body issues today. I will do that in another video. I don't think I have enough rhinestones to cover my insecurities on my body. Let's just get started. I'm gonna cover my under eye circles with, what should I use? Glitter or rhinestones? Both? What do you guys think? Both? I'm going both. I'm going to start out with Tarte Moonwalk. So to apply the glitter, I'm going to be using the Sephora Precise Concealer Brush. But I don't know because those letters are all like rubbed off of it. Or the Morphe E19. Here we go. This is going to feel weird. Oh yeah, that feels weird. That feels wrong. That feels really wrong. Oh boy, oh wow. Oh boy, yeah, that is something, isn't it? I'm also insecure of my nose, so this is going to be difficult to talk about. I was bullied in school for a couple things. One being my weight. I was overweight and I was definitely bullied for it. Also, I had social anxiety and still do. I still have horrible social anxiety, but it's gotten so much better. It really has. But back then, I was practically mute. I wouldn't talk to anyone. The kids in school like would call me mute and like demand me to say something, and just, it was rough. But with my nose, there was one particular person in school that would make fun of my nose. I don't honestly remember where this even came from and why. I don't know. But she would take her finger and do this and push her nose up at me and call me pig nose. She said that the underside of my nose looked like a pig's nose. And that stuck with me. Like, that has stuck with me forever. It's crazy, the stuff that happens in your childhood that just like completely molds you, even as an adult. I've always felt like I've had a pig's nose ever since then. Like she did this constantly. She would hold up her nose at me and call me pig nose. From that point on, I hated my nose. All throughout the day, if no one was looking at me, I would do this. And I would hold my nostrils down. I would hold my nostrils down and flat because I thought my nostrils were what made my nose a pig nose. And so I would try and flatten them. I wanted them to be down tighter to my face. I also hated how bulbous and round the tip of my nose is. So I would squish and squeeze the tip of my nose all the time. This was when I was a kid, and I thought that if I did this enough, that maybe one day it would like form to that shape. I obviously don't do that anymore. I just contour it. But I still hate my nose. Like, I don't like how round the tip of my nose is. I don't like how wide my nostrils are. And it sucks to have that insecurity, but yeah, that's one of my insecurities, so let's highlight it. I'm gonna use glitter gel on my nostrils and a rhinestone on the tip of my nose. I'm gonna use the Model's Own glitter for this. And, oh, I don't wanna do this. Okay. Oh, that feels weird. Oh, I just got glitter up my nose. Here's the pig nose. Let's really highlight that, huh? Let's do this. If you hear meowing in the background, it's my cat Finn, and he wants out into the garage because that's his favorite place to be. But I keep that door closed because it's expensive to try and cool down the garage too, and my electric bill's already really high. Oh my god, that was a lot of glitter! Ah! Oh, dude, what? Oh. I hate that. I really do, I hate it. Okay, here we go. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I covered a lot of my pimples in rhinestones. I think all of them. I feel like my under eyes, they are one of my absolute most massive insecurities, so I feel like I need to bring even more attention to them. I'm going rhinestones and glitter beach. I'm trying to not be so precise in my placement either, so that I don't try and make it look beautiful or aesthetic. It's actually very difficult. This could look pretty if I did it a certain way, and I'm trying not to do that. Woo! How's that for some under eye attention? the last thing I would ever actually do to my face, and here it is. I'm also insecure about my top lip. Now, my lips, as far as insecurities go, that's been a journey for me. It's gone from one end of the spectrum to the other. It's for kind of dark reasons. I won't get too much into those. My lips, when I was younger, I wanted them to disappear completely. I wanted them to go away, and to be thin and unattractive. And it's because of the men around me and the things that they would say about my lips. Now, I don't have like the biggest, juiciest lips in the world or anything. Maybe as a kid they appeared a little bigger on my face, you know, proportion wise. My lips were always pointed out as a sexy feature on my face, an attractive feature, and something that men would kind of point out to me. I'm sure you all know what DSL means. And if you don't, just Google it. Disgusting things were said to me when I was very young, and that made me want my lips to disappear. Whether that was catcalling, boys in school, or unfortunately a very dark part of my childhood, sexual abuse. So I used to actually pinch my lips to make them thinner. I would take my lips and just like squeeze them because I thought that maybe I could squeeze the fat in my lips flatter. I would also press my lips together almost everywhere I went, and that was just like my resting face. I would do this. Everywhere I went. And especially if I was around older men, I would try and make myself look as unattractive as possible, pretty much. And I learned way too young what men found attractive. Now, fast forward to today with the Kylie Jenner phase in our timeline, where everyone has wanted fuller lips. But I'm personally insecure about the size of my top lip. I overdraw my top lip every single day. I've used all sorts of lip plumpers, and I try to only put it on my top lip because I think my bottom lip is like the right size. I'm sorry, I'm doing so many finger quotes. My bottom lip I'm cool with. It's my top lip that I'm not as cool with. I want to match my bottom lip pretty much. So I always overdraw it, and I overdraw it with a darker lip pencil. So what I want to do right now is highlight it with the lighter glitter, because that's certainly not going to create a fuller lip shape here. It's going to do the opposite. My younger self watching this would be terrified, actually. Terrified to highlight her lips, my lips, because of the amount of attention that would be brought to them. And with that attention, what would happen to her? Kind of looks like a glittery mustache. It feels like I'm breaking all of the makeup rules right now. Moving on, another insecurity of mine has been my eyes. I briefly discussed this. My eyes are hooded, so I have this extra skin here, and I've always had it, so it's not exactly like age. It's just gonna get worse with age, but I've always had extra skin up there. It's just my eye shape. And obviously, in the makeup world, you correct your eye shape to make it look almond. You contour your crease to make it recede so that your lid will look a little more forward. That's a more attractive eye shape to the world. That's not what we're doing today, though. I'm gonna use the glitter, and I'm gonna go directly in my crease. Now this insecurity has only gotten worse as I've gotten older, because to me, that full crease skin makes you look older. Obviously, as a woman, we're made to be very aware of our age and our expiration dates for beauty. That's BS. Absolutely. But unfortunately, I'm still affected by it and I still think about it, and I've only thought about it more as I've gotten older. I feel weird and vulnerable. And I know that when I edit this, it's not going to be any easier. I'm going to have to stare at my face for a very long time, which is hard enough for a normal video. For this video, this is going to be hard. There's one more insecurity I want to highlight. And it's one that I was actually considering skipping. I was going to stop here, but I don't think I should, because I wouldn't be truthful. I wanted to skip this one because it starts to go into my body insecurities. My insecurity about weight. Even though I lost like 120 pounds, I still see myself as I was before. I still can't get that image out of my head and those words out of my head. And I have a double chin. Here. Right here. I'm gonna highlight it. Let's do it. This is gonna take a lot of glitter. I'm sorry, I'm self-deprecating. That's my humor. You know what? Screw it, I'm using my fingers. Ah! This is crazy looking. Ooh! Here I am. Here are my insecurities. This is huge for me. This is huge. I'm going to be sharing this with my friends and family, and that alone terrifies me. Sorry, I'm trying to wipe glitter everywhere. I challenge you. I challenge every one of you watching this. Highlight your insecurities. Put glitter on them, put rhinestones on them. Do everything that the world has told you not to do. And then look at yourself. It's actually kind of beautiful, isn't it? I challenge every single one of you. Do this challenge and then hashtag highlight your insecurities. Tag your favorite YouTubers, tag everyone you know, and challenge them to do this. Let's all show our insecurities. If we all show our insecurities, I bet you we will relate to one another. We will see each other for who we are and stop putting people on a pedestal and making them out to be something that they're not. No one is perfect. And yes, we've all heard this before. People have been saying this forever. Nobody's perfect. But you can say that as much as you want. But if we're still being bombarded by these perfect people in these images online, on social media, in movies, on TV, we're still seeing stunning, gorgeous, perfect people all the time. Everywhere we look. So you keep saying nobody's perfect, and then all you show us is perfect. We need to show everyone that nobody's perfect. We need to relate to one another on our insecurities. And then maybe you'll feel a little more secure about your insecurities. Maybe they won't be on your mind quite as much. Maybe when you see your face, that won't be the first thing that you see. Maybe when you talk about yourself, that won't be the first thing that you say. Maybe you can compliment yourself instead. Highlight your insecurities. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna try not to get all this glitter in my eyeballs now. Bye.